Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the last election, told the Presidential Election Petition Court that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is acting like a party in the matter by objecting to motions challenging his qualifications for the election. Atiku, through counsel Chris Uche, had called to question the neutrality of INEC as an electoral umpire, specifically as the grounds for which the petitioners sought Tinubu's disqualification are those on his forfeiture of the sum of $460,000 over alleged drug charges and the matter of his dual citizenship. INEC, through its counsel at Friday's proceedings, Kemi Pinero, senior advocate of Nigeria, had moved a motion on notice praying the court to strike out some of the allegations made against Tinubu by Atiku in his petition. The electoral body pleaded with the court to strike out 32 allegations made against Tinubu by Atiku in the petition challenging the declaration of Tinubu as the winner of the February 25th presidential election. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Presidential Election Petition Court, Justice Haruna Samani, has fixed the date of judgment to deliver a ruling on this application. Arise correspondent Godfrey Eshiemoghie joins us from the venue of the Presidential Election Petitions Court in Abuja for an update. Godfrey, great to see you. Please fill us in on the latest.
Great to see you. Great to see you, Cynthia. Well, of course, latest from the Presidential Election Petition Court this afternoon has it that, of course, they're going to be considering proceedings or hearing tomorrow. Pre-hearing will continue tomorrow, Saturday, because they have to, conclude what they need to do at this particular stage before the actual hearing. So, for the petition of the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, that's Atiku Abubakar, work on the pre-hearing is expected to be concluded by Monday. So, finalizing this stage of court proceedings in the lead up to the hearing stage, which is where the petitions will now be, the matters in the petition will be dealt with proper. And of course, the main highlight of today's proceedings is that of the presidential election petition from the PDP and Atiku Abubakar. The counsel to the PDP said that Chris Uche faulted INEC's stance in its petition on grounds that it is presenting its objection to the PDP's petition like a party that participated in the presidential elections. It says the actual grounds for which the petition of the PDP, which is that of for challenging the election, one of the key grounds for challenging the outcome of the election was that of seeking the disqualification of Bola Tinubu on grounds of he's not qualified because he has a baggage, as it were, following his drug case, which amounted to his forfeiting the sum of $460,000 and that of his dual citizenship. He said it is quite extraordinary that INEC will be challenging those grounds because INEC is seeking that 32 paragraphs of the petition be struck out on grounds, for whatever grounds INEC is pursuing this application, counter motion, as it were. So PDP is bemused by the fact that INEC is taking such a position. It says the INEC's neutrality should be called to question because as an electoral umpire, it need not take sides. So PDP has had to say INEC is more like fighting a proxy war in favor of Bola Tinubu in respect to this election petition hearing. That is what transpired on the part of the PDP. But then part of the Labour Party, there was a bit of melodrama, if you like, mild melodrama, if you like, where we had the Labour Party having two legal representations. One, Awa Kalu was the candidate, was the legal representation for the Labour Party, who made appearance for the party. And then we had another person, Oba Madu Abuchi, making an appearance for the same political party in the same matter. So this had to warrant the intervention of the 5-member panel, insisting that the first person who introduced himself as a legal representation for the party should be admitted, as it were, while that of Oba Maduabuchi, who is purportedly the legal representation from the Lamidi Apapa camp, had to be asked to step down, as it were. So we now had the court use its jurisdiction, use its discretion to set that right. So there wasn't much of the action-packed drama we had on Wednesday because the court took charge, as it is. So that was more like an outlook. That was more like a quick rundown of what transpired at the Presidential Election Petition Court this Friday.
Say many thanks to you, Godfrey Eshiemoghie, our Rise correspondent in Abuja, for your time here on Newsday.